position A. We welcome from Poland with the coach Arek Marbucha, Simon Sowicki. The jury member in charge for the final will be Maurizio Gazzolari, Italia. The chief ranks officer, Christian Bailly, France. Take your picture because now the next command is coming.
Take your positions.
So the athlete have now 3 minutes time to take their position to prepare everything that is perfect for the match, for the upcoming final.
Good day, my name is Ver van Hoeven. I will give some comments during this final mixed 50-meter pistol event, SH1. Just have the athletes have been introduced and they're preparing at position. 50-meter event means that we have a firearm, they point to 2, and the target is at 50 meter. So at this moment, the athletes are trying to find their best position towards the target. In a few moments, the CRO will announce the preparation and sighting time. During that period of a few minutes, the athletes can double check the position by firing some shots, and then they make the last some changes to the position, and then they'll be ready for the final shots. So let's see what is going on right now. You see they're doing some aiming exercise. Now if you take a good look, we have standing and sitting athletes. In the SH1 class, athletes are able to handle the pistol or the rifle, depending on what discipline they're shooting, with their both arms and hands. And due to classification rules, they are allowed to sit with or without the backrest in relation to their impairment. So this morning, the early start at 9 o'clock with the qualification rounds, and the best 8 athletes are standing here in this final. So at this moment they are only allowed aiming, so the safety line or the safety insert is still in the barrel, and the pistol is open. So they can only aim, look, okay, are the sights compared their vision.
5 minutes preparation and sighting time. Start.
So now we have 5 minutes to prepare themselves, so they fire a few shots, check their position, make the last changes, and then we can start with the final.
On position H with a qualification score of 529 points.
Now with this pistol, there are few requirements. Actually, it's the grip, and the wrist of the athlete must be free. It can cover the outside of the hand, as you can see, and especially for this pistol, the trigger weight, there's no requirement. So some have a very low, 15-10 grams, others have 100 grams as a trigger pull. It's a single shot pistol. Cease is trying to adjust
G, we welcome with a qualification
sides
score of 543.
because he's not satisfied with the result
Yuan Xing.
after sighting shields.
He is Olympic champion from Tokyo and Rio in the discipline P3, loves reading, lives in Hunan and is professional athlete. Yuan Xing. On position F, we have the athlete with a grandiose result of 554
Well, you can look at the
points,
equipment control
only
stickers. That
one
means
miss
that
to the world records.
every athlete needs to pass equipment control, that they check clothing
He won the World
and
Cup in Al-Ain and was
the grip of this
2000
pistol,
at
and if they
Paralympic
pass,
Games in
then they
Tokyo. He loves hunting and
they
fishing,
get a sticker
lives
on
in Kurdistan and
on
is
the
also a
grip, so
professional
that
shooter.
the juries on the line can see that it passes equipment control.
On position E, 542, also a great result from China, Yang Zhao. The Paralympic champion in Tokyo in the discipline P1, loves fishing, lives in Hunan.
I think today we have the best in the world at this moment, here in this final.
P3 here and on this World Cup this year, and now he wants to get the next medal. Yang
It's a
Zhao.
brand new final hall, and it is really equipped
On
according to the actual
position D,
standards.
533
All the electronics and targets
qualification
are
score from
high-tech.
this woman in that mixed event at here, the only one in the final from North Macedonia, the Paralympic champion from London, and first in P2 this year in Hama. In Chateau on this World Cup, she becomes also second in P3, so he wants now to get the
You
next
see,
medal.
he's
Olivera
really
Lagoska,
getting in
Nicola.
position, start aiming, and the target is 15 meters away, so it takes some time to get under the bullseye. Because why do they aim under the bullseye? Because the sides are black, the target is black, and then you cannot aim with high precision. So if you're a little bit below the target bullseye, then you have a pair of sides.
On position B with a qualification score of 532 points, representing India. Here is
So
Akash.
30 seconds before the end of the preparation and sighting time, the zero will announce
Professional shooter.
30 seconds, which means that the athlete has to fire his last shot
It's a little country
if he wants and wait for the
Singers will be
coming
there.
commands.
His coach Subhash Rana will teach it next ride, next time to write down where he lives. On position B, Akash.
And if you're close up like this, you can see the trigger finger, and there's almost no movement.
Simon Sowinski.
Thirty seconds.
So now the zeros are giving commands, and they know the end of the preparation time is coming up, and then he will say stop.
Krakau is private business manager and hopefully a medal winner in P4 here at Châteauroux. Simon Sowinski.
Stop. Unload. For the first competition series, load. Start.
So now the athletes can shoot a series of shots, and after this series, the zero will say stop, and then we have the first results, and we can see then who takes the lead. I see already 9.9, 10.2. That means that are very good shots. It's interesting how they open it. 10.7, that is really good. That is really. You see some still have some problems with being on the right position towards the target. We see in Roscoe had done 2 left shots, means that he is not really 100% on the right spot, but he will change and come back. If the group of these shots are around the bullseye, then you can see around the 10. Then you can see they're lined up the right way, they're in the right position. And then it's a matter of aiming and the timing of pulling the trigger. You need a minimum movement on this pistol, because you will be punished very hard on a 50-meter range. One small failure, you can see that in the result immediately. You see the pistol is coming up after the shot limit, the recoil. So also that is an element that the athlete has to face and to manage. That's why the grip, the hand and the grip itself needs to be one solid element. If it's too loose, the pistol will move in your hand and then you have bad shot. See, it takes a long time, no movement. Yeah, and now you can see when the bullet leaves the barrel, because you see some smoke coming out of the barrel. So we have to wait till everybody finish his first series, and then we can see who is in the lead and who is in position 8 and 7.
So you saw the first 5-shot series, and we have 2 grandiose results from the Chinese shooters, 48.3 and 48.0, Chao Yan and Lu Xiaolong. These are great results in this really complicated discipline. Big applause for them.
For the next competition series, low.
Now in this you can see that the difference between the first 3 positions is very narrow.
Start.
And we start with the next 5 shots within 250 seconds. You need to really be concentrated to do this discipline. It's very difficult to aim at the target at 50 meters. You see every movement. Sometimes you can even see the heartbeat of the athlete in the movement of the barrel. Now that was a nice proposal that he's aiming even after the shot is fired. That means that when the bullet leaves the barrel and you move too quickly after that it still can have influence on the result. So that's what athletes need to do, is aim after the shot. So you see the concentration and the grip. Some of the athletes really want to see their results, so they watch immediately to screen that is below them, so they can see the result and make their plan for the next shot. We see some nice groups, very close to the 10, but we keep in the high 9 range. In the discipline it's very, 10.1, it's very good, because in this discipline it's very difficult to shoot a 10.0 or higher. And 10.1 for Poland, at least for Poland, yes. So looking now at Oliveira, she's well trained, she has a long history within parachuting.
This was the second 5-shot series, and now we have a look. In the lead,
the second series has stopped. So now we can see after 10 shots who is in the lead and who is second and third. So we see that
he has an advantage to the third Chinese.
The Chinese are very strong in this competition. The difference between 1 and 2 is 1.3 points, and then between 2 and 3 is also 1.4 points. So that's very close. If you look at the end, 7 and 8, there's only a difference of 0.2 points. And that's interesting because we need to know who's going to be eliminated after the coming 2 shots. And this is for the first 3 very important. They need to stay in their position if they want to win a medal. But if you want to stay within the final, now you need to work very hard, especially number 7 and number 8. So within the 50 seconds they have to fire 1 shot on command of the CRO. So now that after they finish, they have to stop and wait for the next command.
Is now 0.3 behind Oliveira Narkowska, Bikova, but this could reduce by the next shot. Both athletes got the eye. In the lead, still on Chao Yang for Xiaolong Lu and Guan.
So the next shot decided who's going to be eliminated in this first elimination round. So there's a 0.3 difference. So we can immediately see what's going to happen, who stays in, who's out. It's going to be the male or the female. So Let's Go is still in, Oliveira has to leave. So she puts in the safety line in the pistols so that
Brinson on the 7th place, and so you are trained right now, and give a big applause to the 8th place representing
the range staff knows that this pistol is safe. So she leaves the firing line. But being number 8 in this final is still really a performance.
0.2 the advantage of Chao Yang, and only 0.7
so the two Chinese are still in the lead, and the difference compared to number 4
for the next competition shot
is increasing.
Start.
But during the finals, earlier this competition, we have seen that athletes that are now on position 4 or 5 still can win, because further we are in this final, nerves will come up and the small failures will punish you in your score.
Stop.
We saw the next shot, and on the seventh further.
So we have one 10.3, one of the Chinese, that's very good. But the rest of the field is still in the 8 and 9 range.
Represents India to get. He is on the sixth place.
But in this event, 2 points difference doesn't mean much at this stage of the final. Everything can happen.
For the next competition shot, low.
So we see that the difference between number 6 and 7 is 1.5 points. So we see what can happen now. So the difference is still small.
The deciding shot of the 7th place is done, and the 7th place goes to Serbia.
So unfortunately for Serbia athlete, he has eliminated at number 7, but still it's a good score. So we follow the procedure.
Has 2 shots to reduce the advantage of 0.8 to Akash from India.
So now we see that the Chinese are still in the lead, and we will see what happens between 5 and 6. The athlete from India and the athlete from Poland. There's a 0.8 difference, and that is not much, but you never know what's going to happen. The nerves will bring you moving your hand, or you start thinking about something as an athlete, and that doesn't help you either to concentrate.
Low. Stop.
So he's concentrating. He knows what's at stake. Let's see what he can do. An 8.6.
Stop.
And an 8.3.
Sawinski could reduce the advantage of Akash to
So that means that he's still 0.5 points behind.
Will decide this place, and everything could happen. In the lead, further on, 3 Chinese athletes.
For the next competition shot, low.
So
Stop.
does he stay or does he stay in? So the 2 competing athletes are on the side here. 10.3 is very good at this moment compared to 8.2.
Stop.
You see the reaction of the athlete. He knows he's out.
Fit up your hands for the 6th place, representing
The 6th place.
Simon Sawinski.
You see the reaction.
5 athletes in the final. 2.5.
He's not satisfied
of the 4th to
because
the
he
5th.
knows probably he can do more, but
Imhoff to Akash. Is it possible to reduce by 2 shots?
it's not easy. This 50-meter pistol event is
For the
really
next competition shot, low.
shooting pistols. This is really the
Stop.
important event. So we have still 5 athletes in the competition. And we see that the difference between position 3 and 4 is getting smaller. It's increasing a little bit more.
And you see what's happened. 2.5 now.
The question is, can the 3 Chinese athletes hold their position, or does the other 2 athletes are able to come closer?
In the lead, Chao Yang now with 159.3. Big applause, a great result.
For the next competition shot, low. Start.
You can see the concentration. The audience already start clapping. Oh no, he already knew before.
Stop.
The 7.6 is not a good score at this point in time.
Score of 159.4 points goes to India. Akash.
He tried. He lost. Well, he's eliminated. So we have now 4 athletes.
And now he's fighting for a medal.
So we see that the difference between 2 and 3 is 2.4 points, but between 3 and 4 it's 1.1. So the athlete from Uzbekistan, he's can still able to win a medal, but that means that he has the coming 2 shots. He needs to show what he can.
Stop.
He's really concentrating. There was no big recoil. 10.1. Does the difference get smaller or bigger? We will see in a moment.
Malfunction.
We have a malfunction. That means that there is a small problem. The official will check if the malfunction is allowed or not allowable. If it's allowable, then he can reshoot. If it's not allowable, then it's a 0.
Only for line C.
So it's an allowable malfunction. That means that the athlete can repeat this shot. Just waiting for the command.
So we have a malfunction and wait a moment to prepare everything.
Only for line C. For the next competition shot, low. Start.
Looks like he has problems with loading the pistol. Let's see if he can get back in concentration and fire a good shot. Now you can really see the trigger finger. Maybe we can see when he pulls the trigger. No, there was no movement at all. He fired.
Liu Xiaolong made his shot after this malfunction, but it brings
7.3. So that means the first 3 is a difference. Now Uzbekistan has come up to position 3.
In the lead, 2 Chinese, but also 3.2 only in advantage. That is reachable for Ibrahimov.
But we still have to shoot 1 shot
for the next
elimination.
Low. Start.
So we'll see if he can keep his position by firing a good shot right now. .4, and the difference was 1.7 points. We'll see what's going to happen.
Stop.
Big applause for all shooters. Great results, but
that was not enough for the Chinese athlete, so he's eliminated. We have in the medal match right now silver, bronze, gold, silver, bronze, 2 Chinese and 1 from Uzbekistan.
3 athletes at the line.
And we see that 2 front positions are equal. So now it's going to be very interesting what kind of medal match we will going to see in a few minutes.
We see the fight for the bronze medal by the next 2 shots.
For the next competition shot, low. Start.
So at this point in time, the 3 athletes know they have a medal, but they don't know which one. And now we see back 10.0, 10.0, 10.3. You see that they're aiming more accurate. They know what's at stake. They want to win the gold medal. So then we see that they take much more risk in aiming a little bit longer and pull the trigger at the right moment.
Get a smaller distance to the others. A little advantage for Yuan Xing to Yang Chao, 3.9 by 1 shot for the bronze medal.
So we see one shot has to go before
For the next competition shot, low.
the decision of the bronze medal has been made. 1 final shot.
Start.
Who has the best nerve at this moment? 10.4. Wow. Amazing. 9.5 and a 7.2. You see that nerves are now breaking up athletes.
Not enough for Server Ibragimov, who is representing Uzbekistan and got the bronze medal.
So Uzbekistan has won the bronze medal with a score of 207.
We could reduce the distance, clear but not enough. And now we have 2 Chinese in the fight for the gold medal, and 1 point is clear. One of both gets a quota place.
So during this event there is a quota place for Paris 2024, so it depends which one of the Chinese will win it, and I'm pretty sure both of them want to, so we will see some interesting shots.
For the next competition shot, low.
And load pistols.
Start.
Now we have 50 seconds for this shot.
Stop.
And it goes on. Great shots from both. Chao Yang 9.6, Yuan Xing 9.1.
So
the advantage becomes
with the next shot it will be decided who wins the gold and who wins the silver. 3.4 point difference is big, but everything can happen.
Start.
Now we have 40 seconds to go. First shot fired, 8.8. The other can wait a little longer and aim. 6.8.
And load results are final.
So this means that we have a winner from China. Number 2 is also from China, and number 3 is from Uzbekistan. It was a very interesting 15-meter pistol event. So now we get the presentation of the 3 finalists.
Also representing the People's Republic of China to Yuan Xing.
For
here we
the
have
press, so they can take pictures.
Together with the bronze medalist and a score of 200.7.
So the bronze medalist has a score of 207. Silver has a score of 280.5, and the winner has a score of 223.9.
2022 in P4 goes to China. Yang Chao.
So the gold is going to China, silver is going to China, and the bronze is going to Uzbekistan.
gentlemen,
Okay, I thank you for
the
watching
first final
and see you
of this
on the
competition
next
day
final. Thank you.
before a discipline which is really, really incredible. A little forward make really much points. In the rifle disciplines you have 0.1 problems. Here you got lost complete points.